If you need to improve your English speaking skills, especially if you are preparing to take the IELTS test or the TOEFL test, then I have 5 long-term strategies that will make a big difference and help you improve your English speaking skills. The first tip that's so important is that you must focus on improving your English speaking skills instead of just trying to follow strategies to beat the test. You'll get advice from so many places online about how to effectively beat the test, and some of those strategies can be helpful. But remember, when you take these tests, like IELTS or TOEFL, these tests are designed to check your English language proficiency, and that's what they're measuring. So if you are able to improve your English language skills, that will be the best way to improve your score on a test like this. Secondly, whenever you go to take the test, be sure to read those instructions carefully so that you understand them. Make sure you understand what you are supposed to do, and then do it. If you don't follow the instructions, and if you don't understand them to the point where you can't follow them correctly, then there is no way you can get credit for your answers. So follow the instructions and do what they say. The third tip is all about expanding your vocabulary. This is effective for learning any language that you are trying to learn. If you can increase the number of words that you know, it will make a huge difference in your understanding of the language. So what can you do to expand your vocabulary? First of all, try to understand as many vocabulary words as you can and use them in the context that they come from. Learn about the feelings of words, the connotations and the denotations, the meaning and the feelings. If you can use a vocabulary word effectively in the way that it is supposed to be used, it will show a higher level of fluency with your English language skills. If you'd like to know more about vocabulary, maybe you can check out this video here. Fourthly, be clear in your communication. It's always better to choose clarity over trying to be impressive to someone else. If you are not clear, then the effective communication is not happening, right? So you always want to choose to be clear over everything else. You might say, "But Jerry, you just told me that I should work on expanding my vocabulary." The truth is, there are some times that you learn new vocabulary words, but you haven't mastered them yet. And if you use a vocabulary word that you haven't mastered and you use it inappropriately for some reason, then you are not clear in your communication. So do everything you can to be clear, because clarity wins over being impressive every time. And finally, become good at paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is a skill that you should never underestimate. If you are able to put something in your own words that conveys the same meaning, it is a very excellent skill that you have. This is the skill of paraphrasing. Whenever you read something, or whenever you listen to something that has been said to you through a lecture or another conversation, if you can put that into your own words, convey the same meaning without changing the meaning, and do that effectively, you are a good paraphraser. Not only is this a good skill to have for the sake of good communication, it also helps you to understand so many parts of that important IELTS test score, especially for writing and speaking, but not only for writing and speaking, but also for listening and reading, because many times test questions have paraphrases of something from the passage or from the audio. So be careful to become a good paraphraser. I hope these 5 tips were helpful for you, and I hope that you can do all you can, again, one more day to improve your English speaking skills. If you'd like to know some other ideas for improving your speaking, check out this video. It has some good suggestions for improving your speaking.